Okay, changing brakes, 2016 Honda Pilot. Here we go. Had the 22 to take off the tires. That was convenient. Make sure you put your chucks underneath. You take off this guy right here. This is a 17 millimeter. And whenever you tighten it, don't tighten it too much. So this is my breaker bar. I'm using a pool cover thing. Let's see here. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. All right, good enough. Wait, that's righty tighty. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing to me, man? Oh, you're not making me look good. I've seen good before. This isn't good. Let's see. This will be loose. Tighten, loosen. This is loosen. Breaker bar is needed, that's for sure. And you take off this bottom one here. Alright, now we got that off. I'm going to slide this underneath to collect debris and stuff so I don't mess things up. Now whenever you put these bolts back in, try to do it the same way. One breaker bar hit, because I just broke one of these and I have to go buy one. Sucks. I was able to drill it out though, because this piece slides out, right? So what you're going to do here is you're going to slide this up, and but I was able to drill out the piece, so I just need the bolt, which is nice. All right, now we got to pry this up right here, right? So here's what I use. I pry it, I pry it, I pry it, I pry it. You just pry right in between those. Oh, I'm in the, who cares? Doesn't matter, that stuff's coming out. Huh. There you go. There's the pry method. Now it's working. You can see some brake problems. Everything's popping off. Take out these clips. Notice how it's set up. Ooh, look at this one. This one is funky, bro. Whew. These are garbage. So that's 1/8 of an inch right here. And you want to replace that because it's supposed to look like it's supposed to look like this. There's your thickness, right? This is the minimum thickness. Time to replace. All right. You just want to rip all this stuff out. All right. You want to get your. Notice that this guy is over here, up here, right? And what's interesting to me about this is that these are both the same. They're identical. So I don't know. Maybe they made a mistake on that, right? Next step. What you want to do is just get your brake cleaner and just try to get all this crap off, right? I'm not replacing the rotors. I can measure them. I think I'm good there, right? All right, we got that going for us. And I like to take some rags. Actually, there's a rag that came with these things. I'm gonna try to just get all this stuff off. Let's go get a rag and stuff. Let's keep spraying this a little bit. I'm gonna spray paint this again, just like I did the other one. So I want to get it good. All right, slide this back down. All right, and then I'm gonna wipe it down. All right, rag it up. All right. All right. Got the steel wool action going on here. Look at all this stuff going on. Oh my God, what a mess. All right, let's see here. This is pretty funky, huh? you're good to go. All right, now you get your new parts, right? Okay, this one's the bottom. It doesn't have that thing on it, right? The other one does. Here it is. See, this one's the top. All right, pop them in. Notice how more stuff's falling out, so you want to get all that out of there. Let's pop these bad boys in there. All right, almost done. Huh. So these have the little clips on the inside. Dude said put this little hole on the top. I don't know why I thought it should be this one on the bottom, but because the brakes are going forward, but I guess, hey, I'll listen to the pros, right? All right. Then you take your other one, pop it in, all right? Okay. Now, some people will actually, you could slide this out and take this whole piece off, right? But I don't really need to. I just need to get my brake pads in and then I'm good to go. So I'm gonna try to do it without doing that. Super important, this guy right here goes on the inside, right? So these should go in easily, they say, right? But, you know, you might have to like turn it a little bit and kind of finagle. Dude said you could file them down, but I don't need to do that. The other ones went in pretty smooth. I just have to line them up right and get them in there. Not sure why they take off the whole top piece there. I'm not sure, but let's see. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty. Here we go. There we go. Now we're almost in, and we're in. And they can go nice and tight, right? Alright. And other side. This side towards, right? Alright. I'm gonna line you up. And this one went right in, right? So now we got that done, okay? Now I'm gonna put these pins, these caliper pins, and face them straight down. Keeps them together, keeps them in. Where's the other one? Nobody knows. There it is. Found it. All right. So you got that going for you. All right. Ooh. So I guess the reason why they don't put these on right away is because they could push out, and then whenever you slide this down, right? So you need one of these things. Caliper tool, $5, right? Then you take your old brake pad, line it up, right? And you put this in, right? All right. And now you line this up. Come on, come on. Come on. All right. All right. There we go. Oh boy. Okay. And then you can just tighten them down. And this has to be totally flush, right? So you want to just get this thing the whole way down. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Some people go this side, then that side. Some people just do the one and just tighten the crap out of it, right? Which is what I'm doing right now. And I am probably going to have to hit the other side there because you need that thing totally flush. This thing has to be totally flush to sit, right? So it's got to be totally flush there. Hopefully you can see this. I'm not sure. Let's look in. Take a look. It's at the top of the thing. Let's give you a little more angle there, right? All right. Okay. So we got that going for us. All right. You're totally flush on this side, and the other side's flush too. So we're good there. Garbage. All right. Let's do a little more steel wool action. Get some of this shit out of here. A little rust action, right? Okay. Looking pretty good. All right. Now I am going to take off my sweatshirt because I'm hot. I'm going to grab some paint. We're going to paint this bad boy. Look at that. All right. Alright, let's see how we do here. You could probably use a better angle here. Let's see here. I'm going to move you. There we go. Let's see how we do here. Let's see how we do, right? And got some Rust-Oleum caliper paint. You need it for the 900. They sell it, whatever. I got it on Amazon because I'm lazy. And now you just kind of paint it, right? And now it's gonna look hot, right? Now you should probably take it off and do it pro, whatever. I'm not like that. I'm not that guy. I do stuff quick, fast, because I got life to live, you know? But this will make me happy. I don't know if it'll make you happy, but it kind of makes me happy. I'm not gonna lie. Right? All right, what else? And actually the other one, I painted the whole front of the pad, right? I wonder if you can see this. There you go. So I painted this whole pad. Who cares? What's it gonna do? Catch on fire? I don't think so. You know, if you get a little paint on something, it's just gonna burn off the rotor. You know, so it doesn't really bother me. All right. Okay. Now you close your shoe. Probably should have closed it first, but you can see that caliper pins going in. Does make sense to not do that yet, right? And then you gotta see this back piece right here. There's the shoe, we call it. That piece goes in a little, and then you should be nice and flush. We should be in. There we go, right? So this little shoe piece here, give you a better angle. You just kind of slide that in, and now you're good, right? Okay. All right. So I am going to finish my paint job. See how we do here at the bottom of the shoe. Try not to get my rubber. You can lube that up, right? Not like you can really see the back of this, so I'm okay with this kind of paint job. And I think it's a nice look. I don't know why it's gonna make me happy, but it will. What else? Oh, a little extra, little bonus paint to burn off. Let's see what happens there with that. Okay, and now you are ready to put your bolt back in. All right, line this up. Now here's where I effed up last time. I put this bolt on so tight, I just Paul Bunyaned it. All right, so this time I'm just gonna righty-tighty, right? Okay, and then I'm just gonna do one hit with the, they call this, what do they call this? I forget. But I'm just gonna do it one time instead of cracking my bolt. Don't crack your bolt. Nice and easy. Pry bar. That's good. That's good enough in my opinion. I like it. I snapped the last one like a fucking twig. Okay. Now, put our wheel back on and we're good to go, right? This whole thing can go in the garbage. We'll take a look here in a sec. See how we did. Maybe a tiny little bit of paint right there would be nice. All right, tiny little bit of paint right here would be nice. Let's see here. All right, let's go like this. All right. And paint kind of goes away with a black rust look going on. It's getting there though. You could really load it up, I guess, if you wanted to. Give it a couple coats maybe. I think it looks pretty good, not gonna lie. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Not too shabby. All right, let's get our wheel back on. Throw our wheel back on and we're done. That was it. That was pretty easy. Brake pads 101.